What is going on, followers of the YouTube and TikTok? Today we've got a customer with a 2011 F250, I think, flatbed. It's a rusty one, but we're not worried about the rust stuff today. They say they have a code for a p0208. I believe that is an injector circuit on cylinder 8. So we're going to open up the hood, get the scope out, double check the codes. What is going on, YouTube followers and TikTok followers? Today we've got a 2011 F250 with a 6.2 liter engine. Customer's complaint: check engine light with a code of a p0208. I believe that is an ejector circuit for cylinder 8 code. We will confirm that. We're going to get the Altel out, get it hooked up. I think we're going to be able to do some cool testing on this. Definitely test the circuit for the injector control and everything else. So we'll get to use the oscilloscope today, which is awesome. I like doing that stuff. But anyway, let's get to it because it's muggy and crappy out here and I would like to get this job done. So let's go. All right, so I started up. Yeah, it does run pretty poorly, but we're going to let this initialize, double check our codes. What? Get off. VCMI. Ford. Okay. Okay. Not a codes. Going to PCM. Yep. Cylinder 8, injector A, circuit open, cylinder 8 misfire. Alright. Let's do some visuals first. Nah, it's good. Circuit looks, wire looks okay. Is that number 8? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Yep. All right. Well, let's start with a few basics and just go check out some live data. Definitely has a dead miss in it, pretty heavily. All right, let's see what we got here, guys. Why did I do that? All right, let's see if we've got an injector. So injector 8 does show a fault. Injector 8 fault. All right, that doesn't help us much except for that we know we got a fault there. So let's get out some wiring and get the scope out. All right, so I mean it's only 2 wires, but we're gonna just double check the wiring on it, see what color is what so we can make sure we're testing correctly here. So 01 Ford truck, F250 Super Duty with a 6.2 liter gas engine. I can't see over there again. Alright, so powertrain management. Let's look up some color wire diagrams here. Those are coils. Alright, injectors are down here. So, injector number 8. The control, oh, why'd I do that? So here's cylinder 8. Right here, cylinder 8. So blue looks like it's probably going to be our power line because they're all jumped together, and the violet and orange is our control. So just confirm that. Oh, that changes to violet and green. Yeah, there's no reason to go check that down, but there is a splice. If for some reason we have no power, there's a splice we could check right here on number 7. That could be a culprit, or we don't have any control. So we're going to get the scope hooked up and find out what we got coming out of this real quick. We are going to check on 2 channels, and we're going to do this a little differently than most, I think. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Alright. So we're going to take the red, and that's going to be our power line, which will be blue. We'll climb up back in here. I'm gonna fall. All right, that's on the blue. We're gonna ground this. Somewhere. That is too small. Let's go get a bigger clip for that. Ugh. Okay, let's go to our scope here. Now, the only thing I have hooked up at the moment is our power line. That's it. So we're gonna see what we got at the moment. So let's change this to a 20 volt scale. That's a little low. Wow, it's only like 9.5 volts, and it keeps going down. Let's get a check on the battery and see where that's at. Okay, so that might mean that we got a pretty shitty ground here. Yes, we do. All right, let's get a better ground mark. All right, that's a little better. So we're at 12.3 there. All right, so we had a bad ground. Let's hook up our positive back in. All right. Okay, so unloaded, we've got 12 volts on that injector. So let's get another line set up on channel B for our control. We're going to do the same thing, 20 volt scale. Let's bring our green up to the zero. Oh, I already had it at 0 mark. All right, let's go fire it up. All right, so I just want to give you guys a little bit of perspective. What I was doing here was a crude way of doing a loaded 12 volts test on each injector to make sure that our 12 volt line could handle the 12 volts while the injector tried to fire. If you notice, the green line is inverted just so I can see it. It runs just at 12 volts while the red line runs at 12.3 volts or 13 volts or so. I believe that's because the injector number 8 is not actually firing, so it's not putting any bit of load on the 12 volt circuit. Alright, so here you're going to see where I have that tracer on that green line. Every time the injector turns off, our green line, which is our 12 volt line, spikes on cylinder 7 back to alternator voltage, which is around 13.5 volts. So that was my confirmation to know that our 12 volt circuit was fine. Okay, so anybody that knows anything about oscilloscopes is going to realize that I did this incorrectly. The wires I had plugged into the injector, I had them crossed. So my screen here is showing an injector pulse, but it's incredibly wrong. Either way, I did come out to the correct answer by comparing cylinder 7 versus cylinder 8, which you can see here on the screen that cylinder 8 has 0 on time. So next time I do this, I will show you the correct way, but for now, this is not how you do it. If I can find a picture, I'll incorporate that picture right around here, so that way you can see the correct pattern versus the pattern I have on the screen right now. But like I said, either way, injector 8 did fail, and this kind of proves it just in a different way. Okay, so just to prove a little bit that we're correct on what we just did, I put a Noid light in. So there's your Noid light, flashing away, doing its job. So now, I mean, you know, you technically could have just put a Noid light in from the beginning, would have given you the same answer. But what it won't give you is it won't tell you details. And I like the details mainly because I'm trying to learn more on the oscilloscope. Because I can use it crudely like this. I'm not like, you know, bam, perfect with that thing. Sometimes I have to stare at it for a while and remember where the buttons are. But the overall functionality of it, I can mutter my way through. But anyway, Noid light shows you the same thing. The oscilloscope at least tells us that it tried to turn on and that the injector didn't come on. Just because the Noid light comes on, it's not much of a load on there. So leaving it plugged into the injector still gives it that load to let you know if your circuit is okay. So the Noid light, being it doesn't have a high load on there, what if the ground was barely a ground, or the power was barely a power? That light would probably still come on, but the injector probably wouldn't run because our voltage wouldn't be enough. Okay, I'm just going to go look at some data real quick, see if we can see a cylinder contribution before I put the injector in. Because I know you guys can't feel it, but of course my phone's ringing. So right there, misfires on cylinder 8. So it's going up 6798. Shut this off before it gets too warm. But anyway, I just wanted to see that on top of the reasons why we had those codes we checked already on the scope. Different day for me, same day for you guys. So I wanted to do that so we can confirm that the misfires go away when we're done. So let's go get this injector replaced and get on with this. The nice though, I can feel the chill in the air in the morning. That means summer is almost over. I can't wait for summer to be over. I despise the heat so much. All right, let's get moving here, guys. Got a lot of work to do today. That doesn't want to come off very well. There we go. All right, let's get this box out. It's got 2 different bolts in it. One's a 7, one's a 10. Let me go grab a 7 real quick. I think it's a 7 anyway. Could be a quarter. Nope, it's a 7. All right, let's go. I don't understand why people think that when you don't answer the first time, that calling you again is just going to get them a better answer. Like, I'm busy. Airbox. Like, why are we doing all of this stuff? I got nowhere to lean. That's painful. Oh, come on, man. This thing's like, it's gonna break. We gotta stick that back together. Okay, but at least that's out of the way. Okay, well. What a wild design. It's crazy. All right, let's zoom you in a little. Okay, check this out. You got a coil and a wire going down to another spark plug. That's craziness. Like, I don't understand all the excess stuff. I mean, I understand, but I just don't know why they do it. I'm definitely not going to be able to reach that without climbing in the engine. Right. Well, let's hope I can get to that while you guys can still see it. Let me go get an extension. Size of that mamma jamma. I think we're gonna pop this fuel rail all the way out. I'm afraid of that clip. I don't want to break it. Oh. Okay. I need to get this rail out. Ugh. All right, got to pull these coils. I was hoping to sneak it out, but it's not gonna. It's just a clip. Come on, man. Jesus. Oh, okay. All right, got all that. Let's get some injectors unplugged. I really would like to get this fuel line off. I'm gonna try to keep these in their same respective places. Yeah, we're good. We can do it here. All right, let's get this clip off over here. This is probably gonna have fuel pressure in it still. Just so you guys know, it's gonna come out. There we go. You got a little bit of pressure out of it, not a lot though. It's definitely gonna make a mess. Come on, baby. Not bad. Alright, so here's our injector. We need to swap over our clip. Here's our new one. I need to go get some Vaseline. Let's get this one done first, and then we'll change the O-rings on the rest. No. Just Vaseline on the O-rings. Help it seat so we don't have leaks. Shit. And there we go, that one's in. So now, we're gonna swap these O-rings because we took them all out. God, my legs. These seem really big, but maybe not. I don't know. Can't tell. They seem much larger than... Oh, no, they're not. They're just the same. Never mind. Ignore that comment. Okay, some more Vaseline. Okay, let's get this thing back in. Get all the stuff out of the way. Oh gosh, my legs. Oh. Whew. Dang, man. I gotta be so short. Alright, now we gotta see if we can get this back down. These O-rings are pretty taut, man. Oh yeah. They're not going in. Jesus, I can't get in here. Man, those O-rings are not wanting to fit. Even the new injector O-ring, on the new injector, I mean, that one's being kind of grumpy also. I gotta get a flashlight. I can't see. Yeah. I just don't like the way those sit. I mean, typical O-rings go all the way down into the hole, and these are not. Even the new one, like I said, is not. Well, the new one is actually. These ones are not. That one did. There we go. Gotcha. Man, that was annoying, huh? Just had to be a little bit of angriness to it. Alright. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Okay, got that. Let's put some coils back in. Come on. Okay, so coil, or not coil, injector, coil, and then spark plug wire. Okay. Oh, my knee. Alright. that's all back in. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff put back together. This needs to go back in here. There we go. Yeah, we're good. All right. I like it. Okay. All right. I'm pretty sure that's everything. Never took the fuel line off. The injectors finally went in. All of the plugs are plugged in. Intake's back on tubes. This tube, snorkel, never took that off. I unplugged whatever that is, purge solenoid. That's plugged back in. I think we're golden here, guys. I think it's ready to fire up and see how she runs. Confirm our fix. So, okay, let's go back inside and start her up. Hey, Jesus. All right, let's go clear everything real quick. Need to clear our codes. No com, because I got to go all the way back out. Oh, it's unplugged. That'll give you no com. All right, let's get in here and clear all these codes real quick. I am going to clear the cam. That way it resets our misfire monitor. Okay. Now, if you know a Ford, sometimes it doesn't show unless you got a huge misfire, but we'll feel for it as it starts. Well, that's 1,000 times better, huh? Yeah, calm down. Let me go make sure we got no leaks. Okay, we're good. No fuel leaks. So let's go into our misfires. I'll bring it over to you. So here's our actual count. It says 1, which is pretty common. But no counters going up. So our next step is a test drive. So let's get some of this stuff cleaned up off of the vehicle and let's go for a ride. All right, let's get this thing organized here. These cables out of the way. Scanner, move the seat. Oh, let's go for a ride. All right, scanner over there. Seatbelt. Seatbelt. Air conditioning. Max AC. All right, let's get this cable moved. Let's go for a ride, y'all. This big, gigantic flatbed truck here. All right, drives pretty good. This thing, when you started it before, was completely dead hole. The injector wasn't firing at all. So you can see our misfire counter is still sitting at 1. No big deal. It's not going up, not changing. We're good. Let's go back, see if we can do a maybe a cylinder contribution or something like that. Nope. Data. No, I don't have a cylinder contribution in here. That's okay. I'm not too worried about it. Just watch the misfire monitor. Watch our monitor. So right there. So I'm at a stop sign that I can't see a damn thing. This truck is so bouncy, it's rusty. Very rusty truck. I put a starter on this once. It took me like 3 hours because I couldn't get the damn bolts loose. But here we go. We're gonna accelerate down this road. We need to get her into lockup. And there's your lockup. You know, a Ford, when you're in lockup, that's when you start misfiring like mad. That's typically when the monitors run or where you could see stuff like in mode 6. So everything looks good from here. That's a good confirmed fix. All right, let's back this monster truck back up. We're gonna put it in the grass. Jesus. All right, well, there you have it. That's what we got on that F250. Injector was the problem, so really good diagnosis, good simple repair. Almost had it there with those injector O-rings. They gave me a little bit of trouble, but that's really about it. I really hope you guys like what we're doing. If you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So make sure you check us out on all platforms. Follow us there. Really helps us out. Makes us it helps us with continuing to do these videos for you guys. So I do appreciate it, and we will talk at you later on the next job. See ya.